2:30, but I'm just saying hi.
King of Charmander?
Nice to meet you. Yep, that's me.
Oh my gosh.
Nice to meet you.
So great to meet you.
Yes, great to meet you as well. It was awesome.
Dan Inamoto from our
nice to meet you.
Studios.
Nice to meet you, Dan. Dan, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, it's so great to be here. Oh my gosh, it's such a huge honor.
We are so happy to have you here.
Absolutely super honored
Like
to be here.
I said,
Thank you.
I watch all your videos so I can get better at the game.
Okay. I'm really glad it helps.
Like,
Yeah.
you break it down so well. Like, I'm a subscriber, and I'm like, this content is like great, and I've gotten so much better.
Thank you so much. No, that makes me really happy. I'm a head wrestling coach for a high school. That's why. So I've been teaching. So I'm like,
You can tell you got that coaching persona in there. Absolutely.
It's so much easier for the game than when I'm actually teaching and cornering my kids to fight them. So I'm like, oh my gosh, is this gonna work? Okay, cool, it worked, we won. But yeah, I'm super happy to hear
This
it.
is Archit on our Monster Hunter.
Nice to meet you, Archit, right?
Archit.
Nice to meet you, Archit.
Do you prefer King of Charmanders or
You can call me Ivan, King of Charmanders, whichever one you prefer.
Got it. Excellent. Cool. Well, we can. What are you looking for? Are you looking for on-camera interviews? Do you want the full? Demo?
I didn't even expect to like do this. So like interviews, anything you got, like whatever time you could give me, I would absolutely love to like chat with you guys as much as I possibly can.
Got it. And then, do you have a hard stop or what's?
No, I don't at all. So I'll be here for pretty much the entire day. So
got it. Okay. We are expecting a larger group coming in at 2.
Okay.
Would it be okay if you swung back by around at 2:30?
Absolutely, I will.
I will be able to give you the on camera and get into the weeds because I know that's your content, and it might be hard to do with a group block.
Oh no, absolutely. Whatever makes it easier for all you guys, because I know a huge group is hard to handle. So
yeah,
absolutely.
Okay, we'll do that. 2:30.
All right, I'll see you guys. I'll see you again, Mark, Dan, and Archie, right?
Archie, yeah.
All right, Archie. All right, I'll be right back. Have a good one, you guys.
All right, see you soon.
Hi guys, King of Charmanders here. Today I bring to you a special video. Usually I'm making monster guides, weapon guides, builds, feedback, and other content for Monster Hunter Now. But today I bring to you an exclusive interview with Niantic. At Summer Game Fest Playdays, I was given an exclusive invite to fly down to Los Angeles and play the Season 2 demo ahead of everyone else. This event was invite only, and the Niantic staff awarded me with an experience that I will never forget. I am truly grateful for the opportunity and honored that I was selected. If you want to see the video of the experience I had and being one of the first hunters in the world to hunt Kushala Daora, Keizu, Basarios, and use the new weapon type Gunlance, check out these videos in the description and in the end credits. Without further ado, the Niantic staff I will be interviewing for this video is this amazing individual right here. His name is Mark Van Lommel, and he is a Director of Communications at Niantic. Now here's a big disclaimer. I didn't have much time to ask a ton of questions, so I took the most impactful ones from what I've seen in community feedback and my own personal research. These were the questions I selected for this interview. So I had 30 minutes to put things together, and while I'm pretty good at fast thinking because of the military and because of MMA/combat sports, I had to pick. So I picked the most impactful ones and ones that might be impactful for the future, and I put them together for this interview again. So don't hate me if I didn't pick your feedback or anything like that. It's not that I don't like you, it's just I didn't have a lot of time, and I wanted to ask really big questions that might have, again, some impact for the future or impact everyone in the community right now. I had another one I could have brought, but I didn't bring it. Test. Which the
wild.
if the angle's off, I can do that. Alright, perfect.
Might go over there.
Alright, where should I sit?
Alright, you can sit right there. That's perfectly fine. Alright, let me, actually, sorry, one more. I want to make sure, like you said, the Kushala Daora background is amazing, so I want to make sure I'm going to get a lot of that. Perfect. So mine's really short, and then another just a little few questions I have personally. So,
are we filming?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Great. So, can you tell me your name and your role at Niantic?
Yes, my name is Mark Van Lommel, and I'm a communications director overseeing our games and influencer relationships at Niantic.
Awesome, thank you. So you play Monster Hunter now, right? I know my content helps you out. What's your favorite weapon type, and if you have a favorite large monster? What is it and why?
I love this question. First of all, King of Charmanders, thank you so much for being here. I love your content. I find the guide so helpful. So even though I work on the game, I feel like I get better by watching you. So glad we get to connect in person here at Summer Game Fest. My favorite weapon type is the dual blades, and I love fighting Zenogre. I am just trying to farm as much Zenogre as possible whenever I can to get my lightning weapon up. My lightning weapon of choice is Longsword, and I think that's going to serve me pretty well when Kushara Daura drops in just a couple days here.
Absolutely. I'm also a dual blades main, so in the world and in World and whatnot, I was a dual blades main.
Nice.
So absolutely love it. What's the? I know Monster Hunter now has been out only for about a year, but what's the long-term plan for Monster Hunter now?
We want Monster Hunter now to be around forever. Just like Pokemon Go, we feel like it's a forever game. We feel like there's so much content in the Monster Hunter universe. We want to bring that experience to people all around the world so that when they're not at home, playing on console or PC, they can have that bite-sized Monster Hunter experience while they're out exploring, traveling, whether it's their own neighborhood or visiting an all-new city. So it's been fantastic working with Capcom. We love the Monster Hunter franchise, and our dev team in Tokyo has done such an amazing job translating that into a real-world mobile experience. So we're wrapping up Season 1, we're diving into Season 2 right now, but we're just getting started.
Awesome, thank you so much. Now, this is my own personal one that I have. One of the things that made me love Pokemon Go so much is we have all these events around the world. I've been to Singapore, Japan, Taiwan. Of course, we've had the first couple of Go Fests in Chicago, and I've been to all of them with all my friends. So, if in Monster Hunter now, is there a live event plan for like that, like Go Fest or Go Safaris that maybe sooner or later in the future we can look towards?
I love this question. You're absolutely spot on in terms of like the mission of Niantic. We love bringing people together in the real world. So holding Pokemon Go Fest, Pokemon Go Tour, Safari Zones, getting players out there to gather together in person, to raid, battle, trade, and just hang out. That's the kind of experience we want to create. So nothing to announce yet at this time for Monster Hunter Now, but as we build an audience around the world, we'd love to hear from our players, if they want a live event, where would they want it to be. We're always listening to feedback from the community, and like I said, nothing to announce at this time, but we have big plans for Monster Hunter Now.
Awesome, thank you. Speaking of feedback, that's come to my next question. So, players give a ton of feedback. What are the best ways to get feedback from Monster Hunter Now? I know you guys have a forum. I know you watch my channel, so that's great as well. Are there other venues, or what's the best way to do it for Monster Hunter?
Yeah, we love hearing from players, and we are on Reddit, we are on Discord, we are listening, we may be lurking, but we are absolutely trying to get as much feedback from players as possible, whether they're in Hong Kong, Taipei, Tokyo, Seattle, Los Angeles. We want to make sure that we are taking all that into account, and that's why we've done so many improvements even outside of our major seasonal launches. So adding in rewards for group hunting. We want to encourage people to hunt together. That's something that we added. Adding the global matchmaking for Huntathon points. We heard from a lot of players who maybe not are in a big populous area. They want to be able to take down Huntathons at the highest levels, so that guaranteed matchmaking, that's there for them. Giving Zenny for discarding parts. We want to make sure that's something that feels rewarding and not just a so-so experience. So things like that, and for Season 2, the ability to send friend requests after multiplayer hunts. The friend quest itself, where you can now have a joint goal that you're working toward over many days to get some big rewards in game with your friends. That's a social feature that we wanted to put out there, and we're always listening and wanting to come up with new quality of life improvements and new features that improve the gameplay experience overall.
Thank you so much. Now, I personally I appreciate you and the team, everything you do as far as quality of life. It's absolutely amazing, especially the global matchmaking. Me, I'm a solo player, so unfortunately my friends don't play the game, so when Pat matchmaking dropped, it was absolutely a life-changing experience, and I really do appreciate it. Some of my viewers are commenting on my channels, on my comments on my channel, on my videos, and they're like, I just hunted with you, that's awesome. So thank you so much for that. I know you can't tell me specifics for the future, but is there any planned Monster Hunter Now content in the future that you can tell us about? For example, crafting has been a big request to make potions or other items like flash bombs in the future, etc., like battle items like the main series games. Is there a chance for that to come?
Nothing to announce at this time, but everything that we've announced for Season 2 is just the tip of the iceberg. We have new content hitting all summer long. We want this to be a summer of hunting. So July, August, new monsters, new features. We got big plans for the summertime. We're showing a lot of it here at Summer Game Fest, but a lot that's still in the can that's to come. So stay tuned for our channels, and you might be surprised.
Thank you. No, thank you so much. That's exciting. And my last question, I won't take too much of your time. Me, I'm a content creator. I started Monster Hunter now because I love creating content. I want the game to grow. I have another hunter out there in the United States. His name is Zach. Love the dude to death. His name's Hunter Notes, and he makes great blog content. But he would love to be here right now. Is there any opportunities for YouTubers like him and me to work with Niantic in the future? If so, how can we do it?
Yes, absolutely. We are starting up a new Monster Hunter Now influencer program at Niantic. So we are reaching out to folks. We want folks to reach out to us. If you want to create Monster Hunter Now content, we want to help you. So best way is to get in touch with me, and then I can make sure that we start chatting and getting those friends and other creators of yours out there on the right track.
Awesome. You guys heard it. If you guys want to be a Monster Hunter Now content creator and you want to work directly with Niantic, contact Mark. Make sure you do your best. It doesn't matter about quality. It doesn't matter about timing. Starting YouTube means you put content out there. If you don't start, you never know where you'll end up, just like me. So I want to personally thank you, Mark, for all the questions, all the answers, and just the honor of having this experience. So thank you so much for all that.
We love having you here, King of Charmanders. Can't wait for you to dive into all the Elder Dragon interceptions and other Season 2 content coming soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. It's been such a huge pleasure.
Absolutely. So happy to have you. So happy we got to make this work. I know it's a busy day, so have a great rest of the show. Do you have your Capcom interviews set up already, or?
I don't yet. I got an appointment tomorrow for them from like 4 to 6. So would would I just go down there during that appointment to get that set up?
Yeah, if you're scheduled for 4 o'clock tomorrow, their staff are out in front. I'm sure they can get you in then.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
you'll be here.
Thanks again.
Whenever you put that team out together, you have my email already. So whenever you have that program up, just let me know, or I'll reach out to you.
Absolutely. We're building it right now, so you'll be hearing more about that very soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks again.
You guys have a wonderful day. I'm actually about to.
A huge thanks to Mark for taking the time out of his schedule to do an interview with me. Honestly, I wasn't even expecting to interview anyone from Niantic today. I was just like, oh wait, you'll let me interview you? Absolutely. And Mark was gracious enough to offer and allow me the honor of being the first Monster Hunter Now content creator from the United States to interview a senior level Niantic staff member. This is the first time I've traveled alone since COVID, and I'm happy I made it. I went to the Philippines. You guys, if you've been watching my channel, you know that. I went to the Philippines for vacation because that's my second home, and that was with my parents and whatnot, so I wasn't alone. This time, I was alone. But there's a caveat. Money wasn't an issue, rather it was time. The thing is, my sister just gave birth to my niece, and I wanted to make sure I made it back on time. And I did, so I'm super glad I'm back here to help her out, and so that I can come back and make all this content I've been so excited to make since coming back. Honestly, I'm still in shock that all of this happened over the span of a few days. I'm so happy I decided to book this trip and go on an adventure. I went total YOLO mode, and like I mentioned, money was an issue, but I was like, okay, you know what? I might be able to make it back on time, and I don't know when I'll get this experience again or this chance, so glad I took it. And I am forever grateful to Mark and the Niantic staff for the invite and the incredibly warm welcome. Everybody was super kind, super welcome me, and like I mentioned, I didn't even be the one to offer the interview. Mark offered it to me, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. Thank you so much. I think one of the thing about this trip that was the biggest highlight wasn't just the experience, but the words of praise from Mark for saying he loved my content and that it helped him learn more about the game is such a huge honor. Like, I've never had that happen before from someone that worked at Niantic, even when I was at Pokemon Go. The thing is, if a senior level staff at Niantic is telling me he believes my content is quality and that it's incredible, that's all the validation I need to know that I am a great content creator and that I will be even greater in the future. So I'm going to do my best. That gives me all the motivation in the world. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody thinks, I am great, I'm incredible, my content is amazing, and I'm going to keep on going. With that being said, please do me a huge favor. I'm going to work really hard, but like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. I hope you enjoyed the interview and the future content to come from Season 2 and beyond. And I will see y'all on the next video.
Ciao!